Hello, my fellow YouTube friends. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you. All right, cool. See my guitar? I'm going to talk to you, continue talking to you about my autobiography or about my life, and in particular about just the joy of learning guitar and how I experienced that. So, for those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is John Henry Sheridan. I'm a guitar teacher, a guitar player, a Buddhist, and a human being that really just wants to enjoy life and help others to do so and leave the world a better place than I found it. I'm also a songwriter and a author. So I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about what you like. What do you, what experiences of learning have you had that have been enjoyable, and what music inspired you in those early stages if you were a guitar player or another musician. So again, sorry about my head being a little cut off, but I want you to see the guitar when I pick it up. So. The cap is just to bring a little variety to these videos. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to read an excerpt from my autobiography, which is this section. Right now is called Learning and Writing Songs. And the tentative title of my autobiography is called A Guitar Life. Getting a Black Sabbath music book and learning as many familiar riffs and parts as I could, excitedly approaching the lead guitar parts with creative license, making progress, always making progress. Just to riff on that a little bit, in my early days of playing, getting a guitar book from one of my favorite bands was just like awesome, and because I'd be listening to this music so much, and really want to play it. And when I would get a book or a guitar magazine that had the notation of one of my favorite songs, and I would actually pluck out the notes that sounded like one of these songs, it was thrilling. I'm going to read another snapshot. The fun and excitement of choosing new guitar picks. Trying out guitar effects pedals at Sam Ash, trying out amplifiers and different guitars, being a pain in the neck to the people working there, but we were excited kids, and what are you gonna do? The store was relatively close to our house anyway, where me and my friends lived, so leafing through guitar notation music books for what seemed like hours. And now I'm just going to talk a little bit about songwriting. Songwriting is a great form of personal expression. Of course, there are many ways to enter the world of songwriting. In my case, guitar opened this pathway for me. I would spend afternoons and evenings filling up manuscript books with ideas for songs. Some would manifest into reality, and many would not. At first, the ideas were very sloppy and vague. Slowly over time, they became more musical. Also, they became more legible, to the point where even other people could read what I wrote. And then, of course, years later, I experienced the gratification of having my own original ideas come to life by other players, which is something special, which I would encourage anyone who wants to feel what it's like to be a composer to make efforts in that end. It's enjoyable. So that's that. So basically, now I just want to kind of turn this over to you guys. Anyone who's watching live, feel free to chime in, or on the replay, you could answer my question. So my question really is, what are the bands or players that inspired you in those early stages of your playing, if you do play music? And if you don't, and of course that still inspire you, and which ones, if you don't play music, which musicians, bands really made an impact in your life, and maybe you could write a little bit about why. I'll just give you a few and play a little excerpt just to be, make it a little more fun. So I mentioned Black Sabbath. I don't remember when I got into Black Sabbath, but I remember this. I can picture going to the Poconos for like a vacation before I was in high school, so maybe 7th or 8th grade or something, and listening to the cassette tapes on my Walkman, because my mom wouldn't put it on in the car, not her thing. But so yeah, just some riffs that were exciting when I learned them. Of course, Iron Man. NIB. War Pigs. So many cool riffs. Paranoid, of course. Guns N' Roses, which took me a while to get into. Like Welcome to the Jungle. Whatever that part is. Sweet Child of Mine was a huge, big influence at the beginning. And of course, Metallica. I mean, in the early days, I was listening to like early Metallica. One of the first riffs I learned, of course, was this Enter Sandman, because I was around 11 when that came out. Sad but true. Right, and even some of the early stuff like Four Horsemen. So what are some of the riffs that inspired you, the musicians? Those are three that inspired me: Black Sabbath, Guns N' Roses, and Metallica, for sure. Many more. But some, put in the comments below, who inspired you and who continues to inspire you. So I just want to mention, I've been doing this 30-day Share My Art with the World challenge by Bob, initiated by Bob Baker, who is an author amongst many other talents. And this is a book that he wrote called The Empowered Artist. And, why not? Why not share it? Because it empowers me as an artist, and I think it would empower you if you're looking to get your art out in the world more and more. And even if you're already a professional, if you're a part-timer, if you're a hobbyist, I don't say just, but if you're a hobbyist and you don't really care to make a profession out of it, it's still inspiring to get more of your art into the world where people can really appreciate it. Makes us feel good as artists to do that. Anyway, you can go to his website, DIYcareermanifesto.com, DIYcareermanifesto.com. I'll put that in the notes below. And anyway, if you want to sign my mailing list, you just go to johnhenrysheridanmusic.com, johnhenrysheridanmusic.com, and put in your mailing address, your email address right there, and I'll keep you updated on my music and my guitar lessons, etc., and insights into my life, and perhaps videos like this too. So until next time, take it easy, and see you tomorrow.